Yo, what's up? This is Phil Lewis, president of the Washington Association of Black Journalists. What's up, Rashad?
Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.
Missouri cancels 2 classes. No. Missouri canceled a back to class block event because of the word black in the name, suggestion it would exclude people on race. Shout out to Phil Lewis, my dog. Oh, man, that's funny, bro. STL St. Louis PR. Okay, education.org. Black student group meets with MU over cancellation of event due to name. Black to class is hilarious. Columbia. The University of Missouri's Black Student Government Organization met with university leaders Thursday after MU canceled the organization's Black to Class block party over the word black in the name. The meeting considered consistent of around of half of the Legion of Black Collegians, 13-member executive board, and MU administrators, including Vice Chancellor of Student Affairs Angela King Taylor, System President Mun Choi, and Chief of Staff John Middleton, and the Dean of Students Michelle Froist, according to LBC President Amaya Morgan. The meeting came the day after the LBC publicized MU's decision to cancel its back-to-school block party over the word black in the name. Excuse me. The Legion said on Wednesday that MU told the organization on Monday that it would no longer consider its Black to Class block party. The event was set to happen on Friday. LBC posted a statement to Instagram calling the university's decision a deliberate act of erasure. At every turn, we are shut down, LBC said in a statement. Things as simple as putting the word black in the name results in consequences. Wow. MU said the name and of the event suggested the excluded people on race. So they said, can you have a white to class? Can you have a white solely to class? I guess so. Can you have an Asians to class? All right. Morgan said LBC offered to change the name of back to class block party, but the university maintained the event's cancellation. For you to cancel it and not offer any other solution when we were offering to comply with your standards is what makes people more upset, Morgan said. Last year, LBC said the university forced the Legion to change the name back to Welcome Black Barbecue, the organization's historic welcome event, to the Welcome Black and Gold Barbecue. LBC pulled out of the event this year. People just are disappointed, but not surprised, Morgan said. University's official Instagram account responded to the Wednesday's post with a copy of the email that Troy sent to the LBC leadership. MU spokesperson Christopher Ave declined an interview request on Thursday and sent an updated statement to KMU 8. The University of Missouri fosters a non-discriminatory campus environment, the statement read. When holding events using university facilities, student organizations must avoid excluding individuals based on race. The event had been already promoted with the names that suggested such exclusivity. This is so silly, bro. Let the kids party, dog. For that reason, the decision was made that the event, as described, would not be held on campus. In the Instagram post, LBC demanded the university policy publicly to condemn racial harassment, hosts a town hall within 60 days of the semester starting, and a mandate campus-wide messaging to students making clear of MU's policies on forms of harassment. I don't know if y'all have ever went to school or know people who aren't black. Shouts out to my brother Dan. But if there's something that usually black people do and it's a school with white people there too, white people are going to show up just in the name of being funny or ironic or something like that. We had a club in high school that was kind of meant to mentor young, underprivileged black kids and stuff like that. And in it, this white kid who was known as a class clown, he joined the group and wore the stuff and everything that they wore. And I think it was in an attempt to be just very ironic and kind of make people laugh or whatever. And yeah, so I mean, I don't know, white people do stuff like that. So if you have a black to school event at a school where white people go, white people are going to go just to be hey, look at me, this is funny, isn't it? I'm invited to the cookout. They're going to do it. So it isn't excluding everybody just because of the name. It's just a name. In the Instagram post, LBC demanded the university publicly to condemn racial harassment, host a town hall within 60 days of the semester starting, and mandate campus-wide messaging to students making clear of MU's policies on forms of harassment. Morgan said on Thursday meeting between LBC and the MU administration was to continue discussion on the Legion's demands. She said the conversation revolved around the block party and campus safety in general. Morgan said that the LBC had always open lines of communication with Troy, and that Thursday's meeting was imperative due to the LBC's demands. I didn't want to stress on Troy on how important these issues were because of the coming off of the 2024-2025 school year. Plenty of people have been called the N-word, myself included. LBC said in an Instagram post that last school year, Black students were called racial slurs while walking to class, leaving organization events or practices, or going out in downtown Columbia. The Legion had made aware of dozens of incidents like this, so they wouldn't let the kids have a Black only event. That's crazy. Morgan said MU's Office of Institution Equity, which enforces non-discrimination policies, does its job very well. Morgan said MU punishes students caught using racial slurs, but she thinks Troy needs to acknowledge the issue. She said, no matter how many times we report these issues, they continue to go on. So how do we get them to stop? Morgan said. Morgan said the conversation in the meeting about the block party went in circles. Quote unquote, we were definitely in circles with the conversation where it seemed as exclusion, but that is never the case as the Legion of Black Collegians. Morgan said, it is literally in our constitution that we are open to all types of identities. Morgan said the basis of the Legion of Black Collegians is to help students find their communities. Several times I hear people talking about, oh, I didn't know where Black people were on campus. Oh, I didn't know where to go to find my community, Morgan said. People still deserve to have a home, no matter what identity, what race, what gender, what sexuality, whatever. You deserve to have a home and a safe space. Abe told KMU 8 on Wednesday that the university's issues with the Black to Class block party started with a permit for its location. LBC announced the event on August 5th, and that the post for the event, it would be taken place in a parking lot in the Gaines Oldman Black Culture Center. Av said that LBC have not received a permit to host the block party in that parking lot. In August 5th confirmation email Morgan shared with KMU 8 showed Legion received permission to host the event at the Black Culture Center. The event details listed in that email did not specify the location as the building's parking lot. The Welcome Black barbecue was historically held in that parking lot. "Quote unquote," the permit issues honestly came out of nowhere, Morgan said. Even today, they never brought up permitting issues. Morgan said that they had the correct permits for food, equipment, and open flame, and had a space for the Black Culture Center reserved. Good on the students for, like, first of all, organizing all of this on an annual basis before it was shut down this year. That's a lot of, like, organization to get the permits and this and that. And it's a great lesson for, like, adulthood. Black Culture Center reserved. The division of student affairs oversees student events like the block party and the barbecue. KMU 8 requested to interview Vice Chancellor of Student Affairs Angela King Taylor. King Taylor declined the request. Phi Beta Sigma, a historically Black fraternity at MU, expressed support for the Legion and concern over the university's decision to cancel the Black to Class block party. "Quote unquote, its cancellation not only erased a cherished tradition, but also reinforces a troubling pattern in which Black organizations are met with unnecessary barriers to visibility and belonging," Phi Beta Sigma said in a statement posted to Instagram. And this was written by Cecilia. Oh, that's a name on her. Corporanian. Shouts out to Cecilia Corporanian. Oh, yeah. Okay, let me see what SSB said. Upped. Haas jumped in here. Let me see. Are scouts just bad at their job? I think it's just, okay. I'm going to go back to this. I think it's halfway. Scouts are bad at their jobs. They overanalyze. They kind of like, sometimes the best player is just the best player. Like the best player in high school is just the best player, period. And a lot of times they'll go with the person who's not quite the best player, but has the longest arms, because they're like, okay, he has the potential to be the best player when he grows into his frame, or the tallest player, or the person who has a lineage of people who are tall and athletic, or the person who's 6'7" or 6'2" and is jumping out the gym because, oh, he has athleticism. He's going to grow into his body more. He's going to be this and that. So I think scouts kind of look at intangibles outside of just who's the best at basketball, and they can overanalyze. And I think that's what can make it bad. Shouts out to Hayes, who jumped in to say UPT. Culture war is taking over every facet of our lives. This is crazy just for this. That's what I'm saying, bro. You really gonna shut down the barbecue because the name was black to class? If I had to guess, some Republican or rather a MAGA donor shut this down. Yeah. It always goes back to the donors and universities and stuff like that. So if an alum is seeing it and they're saying, what is this black to class event? This is blasphemy. The black or my black fatigue, the woke movement, the Democrats, and people like white people be trying to say black people, but they just say Democrats. I'm like, dang, these folks ain't even Democrats. They just black. And MU bent the knee. Yeah. The school is afraid of MAGA will cut their funding 100%. If this was Texas and Florida, I could see this getting shut down, but Missouri, exactly. But Missouri, they be racist everywhere, bro, in America. They're racist in the Midwest, in the North, in the East, on the South, and the West Coast. They racist everywhere, man. It's just what it is. This is America. All right, next. Argument.
Yo, what's up? This is Phil Lewis, president of the Washington Association of Black Journalists. What's up, Rashad?
Rashad, why you
anyways.
didn't hit me up?
Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.